It's Beckham. It's absolutely fantastic, both in its execution and its timing, because boy did Manchester United need something like that then. Past Toure, but not past Zambrano. Give it straight to Paul Scholes! What about that? What about that? 14 minutes gone, breakthrough for Manchester United, an unstoppable shot from Paul Scholes.
What's happening, folks, and welcome to the final episode of Season 3 of Rebuilding Manchester United. Today we're going through the season review and we'll look at the overall vision, all that kind of stuff, new arrivals, basically do the overall screen here, and then we'll look forward to the fourth season, which is very likely to happen on here, because when I choose our aim yet, win Champions League, I do feel like if it gets to fifth season and we still haven't won it, then there's a possibility that we will move on to another series. But we'll see. Maybe we just keep going. So we'll go to the season review, guys. I'm not going to put a time limit on this video. It'll be as long as it is. Usually about 20-30 minutes. It usually comes out ish between those figures. So yeah, season review of 2022-2023. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this series, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new as well, and don't forget, leave feedback down below as well. So the new arrivals. We signed a lot of players in the summer, and only one has really done enough for me. That's the guy at the top. As you can see, he's now got 8 goals. Werner got 7. Kavenga, a lot of money, but he's more for the future. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this goalkeeper here, young talent, could develop quite well for us in the future. Oh, God, no, it's gone off. Okay, that's a bit weird. So, yeah, I mean, I think Werner's going to leave the club in the summer. He just doesn't really fit in. He's a backup emergency option. I'm going to look for some talent to bring in. Lodi's fine. Again, look for young talent. And Zanlu, it's just frustrating that I can't seem to get a tune out of him at the moment in terms of goals and assists. I don't know why. But that's the problem we'll look at in a second. This season results. So, as you can see here, expectation was qualify for Champions League. We did that. Finished second in the table. Like 20 points behind the leaders. Liverpool had a great season. I think we lost 10 games this season against teams that, Villa shouldn't lose against. Burnley shouldn't lose against. Brighton, Bournemouth, Wolves shouldn't lose against them. But look at Liverpool, Tottenham and Arsenal game. Most of the defeats we get have been narrow. Take away Liverpool result. And the Villa, which didn't mean anything. The results that are very close. So there's that. But we got into a very bad cycle, didn't we? You look at the other side here, look. After Liverpool defeating Champions League, the form went down the Swanee. Villa, I had no clue up with Aston Villa why that game was so bad. I think just bad morale, bad form was the reason for that, I think. One was to remember, can't remember really. 6-0 against Burnley. Now I think the Liverpool game was the one I'd... Oh, so biggest win was 6-0 against Burnley, sorry. 5-1 against Liverpool, match to remember, yeah, definitely. Goal of the season was Son against Southampton. Can we view that game and look at that goal from Son? It should be in 3D. If it's going to... I want to see this. I'm trying to remember this goal now. I might remember when I see it on the screen. Son... Oh, was it a solo one, I'm assuming? Let's have a look. Again, there's so many goals. I don't recall it standing out. I remember the ones more in live comms than the ones that I've done like off camera. Obviously, I watched them twice because I edited them. So yeah, that's a great goal. Can't really fault that one. So match number 5-1 against Liverpool. Yeah, definitely. The finances, sponsorship up from last year. Box review down, probably because of the lack of progression Champions League. Corporate facilities down from last year as well. Prize money down because we didn't win anything this year. Match revenue down a bit as well. So it's still not bad. Haaland top goal scorer, the top goal scorer and top shirt seller. Son, Rashford, Greenwood and Pogba. Son, again, might be leaving in the summer. Again, thinking about long term. How lined up? Yeah, pretty much. I'd agree with that. Best 11 is probably that. Again, I could debate the right hand side. The accolades. not a single Manager Month award. Liverpool probably got all of them. Fans Player of the Season, Haaland. Young Player of the Season, Haaland. Signing of the Season, Haaland. Goal of the Season, Son. Record Breakers, worst discipline was Salviguez. Haaland, price fee paid. ISP received was Martial. How did he get on, Martial, anyway, at Madrid? He's barely played. I could get him back, you know. I didn't want to sell him, to be fair. I wanted to keep him. He was brilliant for us. But yeah. So yeah, finished. So that, not bad. I mean, it's not a great season, but we had a great start to the campaign, didn't we? 2 league titles in a row, so can't really complain. Average attendance 83,000. Obviously, we had the training ground, the stadium being built up recently. Overall best 11. Martial's in there. I would like to bring him back, but I think there's always other areas of which I want to strengthen first. Season review, we did that already. And expectations. Let's have a look what they want this year. They want to qualify for Champions League again and reach the quarterfinal of Champions League. Doable. They still want the same kind of club culture, which is fine. Then down here we've got, work towards winning the Premier League. We've got to win it in 2025-26. So a bit of pressure off me there a little bit. But we'll see. But it's favoured anyway. So it's not like, so I accept that. I can't really change it anyway. So yeah, in terms of money and that kind of thing, so we'll get to that in a second. Discuss plans next season. Insist. We can win this. Last stages. Yeah. I think we just need to just overhaul the squad a little bit in the summer. Get some players out that don't really play much. I mean, obviously, all this news here is pretty much the finances. We've got £84 million to spend, but it's not taking into account all the prize money and that kind of thing yet. From that Champions League and that kind of thing. So that will probably go up. And I'll be selling players as well to offset that as well. So yeah, look at the club vision this season. Oh, last season, sorry. We achieved basically what they wanted. We got the qualification Champions League. We got the quarterfinal. So we achieved what they wanted to achieve this season. It's just the way we ended the season off. If we lost the league title by like 8 points, it wouldn't have been as bad. But we just faded away. Liverpool had a great season, to be fair to them. Last season, I don't think we'd have won the league anyway, even if we kept our form going, because Liverpool were great form as well. The only way we could have done it is if we'd beaten Liverpool in the league game, but by then it was already over anyway. So there was that issue, to be fair. In terms of the youth system, in terms of the talent we've got in there, we've got a few players. I mean, Hannibal is just, I'm not quite certain with him. I would like striker, really? All right. I'd like to play him. I do feel like he's got a good amount of growth in him, but I'm not sure if he's really gonna be the guy we want, if you get what I mean. Plestre, I think he can be sold in the summer. He's not going to play for me on the right hand side. Look at his weak foot, and I just don't think he suits what I want to do. So I think selling him for a decent amount of money would be good as well, just to try and clear the decks a little bit and just reset after a very bad season, or by the end of the season. And then look at some people like Charlie McNeil. Again, I don't really play a cam, so he'd be striker. He looks all right, doesn't he? I mean, again, potentially could move to the first team. Mark Eduardo, I think he could be a guy we keep an eye on and loan out next season to get some first team football. And the rest down there, Ethan Laird, for example, again, might be worth loaning him out. I want to go for, and then down here you get into like the depths of like not really players I'm going to want to use, but definitely this keeper, I like the look of him. Again, I think a loan deal will be good for him next season because he's not going to play for me. So I think McNeil, I think he could be loaned down next season as well to lower league as well. Just if he's got the finishing and the pace, but I'm not quite certain he's ready yet going to the first team. In terms of the under-18s, you look at the overview here. This guy, I think is someone I'm really got my eye on as to put in the first team at some point. But again, I think a loan deal could be good for him. To ideally a championship or Premier League club, ideally. But wait and see what happens in the summer with that one. And then obviously Rob Hayes was the latest guy from the youth intake, I believe, who again potential's there, but who wants him on loan? They want him to transfer, right? So I have to keep an eye on that one. When's his contract run out? I think it's already been renewed, hasn't it? Yeah, it's fine. So there's some good talent in here. I will have to go into quite a lot of depth and just kind of gut this. And try and just what I might try and do is anyone's like 3-star or below, get them out, and then search for young talent. Get the first team players in and start searching for like the young, very young players we can bring in and try and develop in these systems going forward. So next to do is to go through the tactic and have a look at it now, because one of the things we're struggling with, if you look at the goal returns, other than Son and Rashford, nobody else can double figures. Greenwood didn't do it. The right hand side is a massive problem in this team. I don't know what it is, but nobody is scoring on that side. Now Zanlu is for the foot. Everything seems to be there from him, but he's just, maybe it's his long shots and long from distance are the problem. I don't know, but that right hand side is a massive problem for goals. It has been for the whole series, to be fair. To a point, and it does seem to be a thing whereby when I play a Haaland in a team, I struggle with the wipers scoring goals. I don't know why. Now it could be, but then again, he hasn't. The weird thing about Haaland is he likes to move. I see him move wide, but it affects the wingers. But when Martial did it, it didn't affect the wingers as much. It's a weird one with Haaland. Whenever I signed Erling Haaland, my wingers stopped scoring goals. So it's something to look at. I will look at the coaching staff and try and revamp it all, and better coaches might help. I think there's some players going to leave the club. You can see down here, some listed already, but I'm not going to sell them until I get like the money coming in. So yeah, let's go through my defender of the season. So my defender of the season is a tough one because I don't think anyone played amazingly well this season. But I'm going to go with Tellez because of the assists. That's the only reason why I'm going for him. Nobody else really stood out for me. Again, he's 30 years old. It could be a time to move him on, or start thinking about replacing him with a younger talent to, take over his place, or at least back up to Lodi. I do feel like I want to strengthen the setback. I do feel like Mengi or Willie needs to be loaned out. What my ideal plan would be to loan both of them out, get a really experienced setback in and a decent squad player in. That would be the plan. Because I think both these guys have potential. I'm leaning more towards Willie being the guy to come into the first team long term. Because Mengi, again, there's not much in it, so I want to give them both a fair crack. So I think loaning them out would be a good idea to a championship club, or maybe in Premier League side if someone comes in for him, and try and find a centre back of quality, a bit older, who could just come in and be a bit better player and maybe a decent squad player. Or I just go and buy a new Toka centre back and an experienced one as well. But again, it's all depending on money and who's available and all that kind of stuff. So midfielders. Well, obviously midfielders will have the M's in there and a few centre-backs and left-backs, but there's no one guy who can get it done, really. It's got Bruno Fernandes. I mean, it's not even like I'm being biased here. He got 17 goals and 11 assists, so we can't really not give it to him, really. He's been the best midfielder at the club. I think he is my favourite player in world football right now, outside of Ronaldo. Though I would like Ronaldo. Is there a possibility we can get Ronaldo in, guys, next summer? I could maybe go for him and see if we can make that work, because it'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it, to try and pull that off. But yeah, Bruno is my midfielder of the season. Just Mr. Consistent. Again, scores a lot of penalties. For us, got 7. Or I say 7, a lot of penalties. I say a lot. 7 penalties. Excuse me. So yeah, just brilliant. In a midfield, flat midfield 3, or well, not midfield, no, flat midfield 2, as a Mazzala, CM. I've always struggled to get goals out of those guys, but this time it's worked. So yeah, he is my striker. My midfielder of the season. Striker of the season, Haaland on it. I mean, 46 appearances, 33 goals, 7 assists. Guy's been brilliant. Though I'm not really surprised really with Harry really. He's been fantastic, and the only downside is you look at the forward players here. No one's got close to his level. Son's got 14, Russia's got 10, and then Greenwood's got 6. There's just something about this team right now this year that they were struggling to score goals other than Erling Haaland. If we can get one other player to get to close to that level of goal return, so you're looking at maybe... I'm thinking though, when it comes to Son and Rashford, they both play left wing, so adding two together is 24 goals, isn't it? So that's a plus. That's a plus. But I think Son is someone I'm gonna sell. He's on high wages. He's not much better than Rashford is. He's older as well, and I think moving him on and getting a young talent in who can have more longevity is something I want to try and do. When he's leaving the club, I'm gonna potentially move Greenwood to striker and sign a right winger. It all depends on what I feel is available in the market and the finances for all that kind of stuff. But we'll have to wait and see what's available. It might be a San Ronaldo on a free transfer if I can pull that deal off for a bit of fun. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So in terms of the scouting, we've got some players on the short list here that I'm looking at. Mainly this guy I'm looking at for the centre back. It's a lot of money, but I feel like I can structure in a certain way I can do the deal. I like the option. I like the strength and pace and jumping reach, so I'm liking that. In terms of the rest of the team, you're looking at the areas I'm looking to strengthening. Essentially, definitely left wing to get a young talent in there. Centre back definitely, and I'm thinking DM. I like Ruben Neves. I like him a lot, but I think the pace in him is an issue. So I'd like a more mobile one. But the midfield is fine, really. I think Van der Beek. I think what I'd sell Van der Beek in the summer, definitely. And again, it might be that we replace. I would like a Mazzala backup with ideally you want someone like Bruno Fernandes with a bit of pace in the Mazzala role. Now, you could play kind of Wenger there, couldn't we? And then go from box to box. We could do that. But I don't. I'm not. I'm not sure he's really a Bruno type of player. So basically, want someone like Bruno who can play the Mazzala role. Now, there's options out there I've looked at. I'm not going to reveal them now because I don't want to try and say I'm going to do a certain deal and it not really work out. Because obviously, summer is very, very different and can vary massively depending on what I get transfer fee wise and that kind of thing. But there's money to spend. I'm sure there'll be more coming up when I sell players. Overall, it's been a decent season. It has clarified certain areas to me. I've got a direction where I want to go now with certain young players. It's going to be a busy summer. I can't say we're going to do massive deals, but the frustrating part is it was not so much we didn't win anything. It's a drop-off from that Liverpool game that really worried me. And again, it could be Liverpool had a great season and was caught. We were doing all right to that point. It's frustrating, really, that happened. But look at the fixtures we had here. Chelsea, we had one Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Liverpool, all in a row. I mean, that's tough fixture list. We don't care what kind of form you're in. So I think we've got done by just a bad set of results that just culminated in just a bad run of form morale. We've got that whirlwind of negativity that we got stuck in, or the whirlpool of negativity we got stuck in. So, yeah, I think next season it'll be a combination of getting rid of certain players, reworking. It's that right hand side I'm worried about. It's that right hand side I'm really concerned with as to how to get this side to be consistent with goal return. Now, there's a possibility that we'll move Greenwood to striker, rotate with Haaland, and sign a young right wing on the right hand side. I'm not quite certain yet. I'll look at that. Depends who. Again, once one signing falls into place, that'll dictate what else happens, and it's gonna be an interesting summer. But don't worry, guys. I will fully update you next episode, which I can always say may not be tomorrow. It usually is though. Just like to say, just in case I don't get time to record it in time, because it might take a while to get pre-season done how I want it. So, any feedback, guys, on the video? Other than my speech, guys, I do apologise today. It's been a bad day for speech. I've struggled to slow myself down. I do try, but I can't always help it. Don't forget, guys, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new as well. Thoughts on the tactic, on the players selling and buying, that kind of thing, all welcome. And I'm not one of these people that just like is just now minded. It's like I'm gonna do it myself. Don't want any input. Maybe this side here, just get that consistent. I do think right back as well. This right hand side is gonna be strengthened, I think, massively. That's where I'm leaning towards putting most of my money. If I do, I think right back is definitely something I want to look at, and I'm thinking of selling Wan-Bissaka in the summer, and looking for a top class right back who can attempt ideally, but we'll have to wait and see. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed it, hit the like button down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.